Well, Democrats do appear to be on their way to doing perhaps slightly better than expected in the House. The chair of the powerful Democratic Congressional Campaign Committee, Sean Maloney, lost his race to State Assembly member Mike Lawler in New York's newly drawn 17th Congressional District. He's the first chair of a congressional campaign committee to lose their re-election since the early 90s. Lawler joins us now. First off, big congratulations to you. While this wasn't a red wave nationwide, many Republicans were hoping for. Maloney spent big bucks to try to beat you, yet you managed to win. Why do you think that the voters in the end decided to go with you?
Well, thanks for having me. Look, I think there were a number of factors, but not the least of which was Sean Patrick Maloney voted 100% of the time with Nancy Pelosi and Joe Biden. He owns the record level of inflation that we were dealing with, the surge in crime, the skyrocketing energy prices. And voters in New York, especially, have had enough of one-party rule. For the first time in our nation's history, Democrats control everything in Washington, Albany, and New York City. And we're picking up an additional 4 seats in New York. We're going to send 11 members to Congress. And we defeated the chair of the DCCC because voters were tired of what was going on here in New York. And I think, it certainly sends a message that voters want balance and common sense at every level of government.
And you did well by campaigning on crime and inflation. A major issue for voters this campaign season was also abortion. How would you vote on a 15-week abortion ban, the same ban that the last GOP majority put on the floor?
Well, listen, I said from the beginning, and I reiterated throughout the campaign, that I am not voting in favor of a national ban on abortion. The decision in Dobbs reverted abortion rights back to the states. And in the state of New York, abortion is legal. But I think this is a decision better left to the states. And that is how I will vote in Congress.
Well, Lee Zeldin did not win the New York governor race. You won in what's been a deep blue state, and you're one of several Republicans who appear to have done quite well across the state. Is there a lesson Republicans nationwide can learn from you and your colleagues' success in New York?
Well, look, currently in the state assembly, I represent a 2-to-1 Democratic district. In Congress, I'm going to have a district that has 70,000 more Democrats than Republicans and voted for Joe Biden by 10 points. You have to go out and talk to every community. You have to, make the case to voters on the issues that impact them directly. And regardless of political party affiliation or race or gender or ethnicity or religion, if you're talking about bread and butter issues, if you're talking about public safety, if you're talking about education, every voter cares about those things. And I think we were able to relay a message to voters that resonated. And that's why I think we were successful last night.
Where do you think that the Republican Party goes from here? Many of the high-profile candidates that former President Trump endorsed are either in razor-close races or have lost entirely. Would you say that he's still the standard-bearer of your party?
Well, listen, I think for all of us within our own party, we have an obligation to make the case to voters on the issues that matter to them. Obviously, the former president will decide what he's going to do with respect to whether or not he runs again in 2024. But my focus heading into January is going to be to deliver on the issues that I ran on, and primarily tackling inflation, tackling crime, tackling energy prices, tackling immigration. We have serious challenges, and it requires all of us to focus on how we deal with it legislatively over the next 2 years. And, with respect to the politics going forward, that'll play itself out, and the voters ultimately will have their say on that.
And lastly, will you support House GOP leader Kevin McCarthy's bid for Speaker if Republicans do take control of the House?
Yes.
Mike Lawler, we so appreciate your time. Thank you so much. And congratulations.
Thanks.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.